Good afternoon, everyone. Steve Georgia here from Allendale's Trading Floor. It's June 11th. We've got some pre-report trade today. We did see corn and beans back off a little bit. July corn down 6 cents, December down 10. Beans pulling back about $0.015 for new crop and old crop, with wheat maybe a half a cent higher. So very quiet trade as far as the wheat today. Now, I'm going to break down this individually for you guys on this report, or this expectations of the report tomorrow. We do have the pit opening up tomorrow at 7:20. So it wants to get involved in this. We probably need them to get some volume in the, in here, because this will be the first time that we're going to have the markets open as we get these numbers out. So 7:30 tomorrow morning, these numbers come out from USDA. We've got the supply and demand report. But a lot of guys also talking right now that we could see a change on this report due to yield. Well, let's go back here. Looking at history, there's only been 3 times that they've changed this. They've changed yield on this report. 2002, it was due to planting progress. 2008, planting progress and emergence. And in 2009, planting progress. Well, our planting progress is very good. It's done. We've got the crop in the ground. We don't have to worry about that. We don't think there's going to be any change off this report tomorrow as far as yield. So we'll see what happens. This report, typically you see these tweaks in this report due to demand, not supply issues. So with the demand, corn right now is cheaper to feed than wheat. So we may see a little bit of a demand switch in this now that we've seen this pricing kind of revert back to being favored more for corn versus wheat. What we're looking for tomorrow, old crop ending stocks, we're looking for ending stocks to drop from 851 million down to 827. The trade right now just below us, they're expecting to see 821. New crop. We do look for that to basically remain the same with no change for yield, so we don't think that's going to change. But when we look at the good to excellent ratings, right now guys are expecting to see a 4% drop in good to excellent ratings tonight for corn. So right now it's at 72%. We may see that down to 68%. If we're using a good to excellent rating of about 68%, we could see yields closer to this 159 to 160. So trend line currently, we're using a number just above that 161. So we may be a little bit below trend line at this point. But what does that do? If we plug that number in, that yield number, into the models that we have, new crop yield would a yield down to 159.7 could boost, or we could see a carryout of 1.65 million. That still gives us a target for new crop corn down near $4.30. So even though we may we might not have any change here on new crop, be careful of that. We did go on up to some good resistance areas as well. So this report tomorrow is going to be very exciting. As far as beans, we could see revision due to export sales. Old crop, we did have some good exports there. We're looking for old crop numbers in beans to go from 210 million down to 190. So we are looking for that to tighten up. And then also new crop. New crop, we have a record amount booked right now as far as new crop beans, and that's as of May 31st. If we are going to look at that, and if we see some revisions there, we could see new crop go down from 145 million down to 112 million. That's pretty tight, and we know that. But you also have to look and say, okay, once this comes out, what's next? Well, we got an acreage report at the end of the month. And guys are expecting to see almost a 2 million acre switch. So if we do get that, what's that going to do for carryout again? We're going to go from 112 million back up to about the 190 area where we've got old crop sitting right now. So don't get too carried away with this. This number tomorrow could look pretty friendly. We may get a jump from that. But you have to ask yourself, what's happening next? What's coming up that I have to be aware of? You got the acreage report coming up after that. So keep that in mind. As far as wheat, wheat's a follower right now, and we do feel wheat's probably a little bit overpriced. We think corn has got a deeper pullback and may end up bringing these wheat prices down with it as well. But we think that once this strong pullback can start in corn, we may find wheat do the exact same thing. But wheat's going to be a follower here at this point. Looking at the livestock right now, hogs up about 20 cents. For June, 93.20. You got July up about 50 cents right now. So that's still looking at moving higher. We've seen higher prices. Cash market's still working a little better. We do have a target right now up on that, the July and the August contracts up at this 93 to 94 level. So basically where we're at right now. We're looking at trying to get some hedges on for those 2 months at these levels. Futures are pricing in this 93, 94. Cash market still needs to catch up. So we like this. We like these prices right now as far as the July and the August in the hogs. So give us a call with that, and we'll help you get some hedges on at these levels. As far as cattle, down about 40 cents right now. That's for the August. That puts it at 120.35. Box beef today coming in a little bit mixed. Choice pulling back about 28 cents. Select up 94. So mixed as far as box beef. But looking at the October and the December cattle, much like we're saying we want to get some hedges on in the hogs, the October and the December cattle, we still think we may get some more strength. We do have a target on that up around that 130 level, and still waiting to see if we can get some more strength here at this point. But cattle still chopping around. The livestock as a whole being brought into the mix with the whole economic situation. So continue watching that. The dollar was down sharply overnight. It has come back here almost just about unchanged, and we're finding prices adjust to that. Energy's dropped back. Stock market pulling back. Same with the S&P. So, but the one thing I can tell you guys, a lot of volatility over the next few days. Certainly stay in touch with us. Give us a call tomorrow morning. We should see a lot of action here at 7:30 once this report comes out. So be prepared for that. You can reach us here at 800-262-7538 or check us out right there online, allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys had a great day. Good luck tomorrow. We'll talk to you then.